So I just finished adding some new videos to my shoulder fix program, which you can find at uprighthealth.com/DIY after you're done watching this video if it's of interest to you. And I'm going to share one of those videos with you right now. This video is going to show you how to do some advanced shoulder stretches, which can be really helpful if you are a strength athlete lifting heavy weights repetitively, or you are a swimmer or a surfer, or somebody who's just using their upper body a lot to do a lot of pulling motions or even pressing motions. The video I'm about to share with you goes into all the meaty details about how to do these 4 advanced shoulder stretches, and I even give you some options to do them if you don't quite have the same setup that I have in my garage. So make sure you watch through to the end so you understand how you can adjust things for your setup, and make sure you pay attention to my instructions and don't hurt yourself, because that's not going to help your shoulder pain. It's just going to add to your shoulder pain. This is a more aggressive stretch session for your shoulders and your chest. This can be really helpful if you have very strong, stiff shoulder and chest muscles. This is really common for people who are playing sports, swimming, people who are lifting weights, or doing any sort of constant motion like this. Could be skiing, could be swimming, etc., etc. So if you are getting symptoms of popping, snapping, clicking in your chest, your shoulders, your elbows, or you're getting symptoms in your hands, like your hands go numb when you're doing either your sport of choice or even when you're sleeping like this can be really helpful. So I'm using a medium tension rubber band here. You can use just a regular strap if you want to, but I prefer having something that's a little bit stretchy that gives me some tension in different ways that I can mess with. You can also use a cable machine to do this, and that will give you a nice steady level of resistance that you can work with. So we're going to go through the exercises first so you can understand what we're doing, and then I'm going to just take you on a follow along where we're going to do about a minute on each of these stretches on each side. And we'll talk about timing and how you can work with this in the future depending on how your body responds to this. So first off, we're going to start by opening the chest. So you can either grab, or you can grab and wrap, or you can be up higher and just grab somewhere up higher. You want to find a level of tension that feels right for you, and I can't tell you what that is. So you're just going to grab in there, and you're going to lean away from the anchor point, opening up this whole front of shoulder. And you want to have this foot to start in front. So I've got this foot in front of me here. I've got the knee bent, and that's just helping me keep the lower back in a more neutral position. Because as this is opening up, my low back is going to want to arch. So I'm just hanging out here, and when you're here, you're going to experiment. You can bend to the side, you can bring the front of your rib cage down, you can let it go up, you can twist this way, you can twist more aggressively away. Again, with a band or any sort of resistance, you can kind of pulse with it and allow these muscles to feel that load, feel that tension, and then let that tension win, let that pull win. So oftentimes I'll just do a little contraction where I'm pulling against the band, and then we'll try to let those muscles relax, okay? Over time, when you feel confident, you can play with the foot position. You can have the foot behind. You can allow your lower back to go into more extension. As long as you still feel like it's challenging stuff in the front, you're doing it fine. You can also play with your hand position, having the hand lower. You could have the anchor point lower too. You could put this band low down on something really sturdy and stable. The bottom of a squat rack would be fine. And just play around with the different angles that challenge the front of the shoulder. Okay, then you're going to need to be on a higher point most likely. There are some ways you could work around it, but it's nice to have it on a high point now for this one. So you're going to be mimicking a hang. So it's as if you are hanging from this bar, where you're trying to stretch things out like this, just dropping your weight down, but you're going to use resistance that can change so that you can feel a little bit safer. So again, you can hold it like this, just something that feels secure, wrap in there, whatever feels good. So from the back view, you can see I'm getting my arm as close to the side of my head as I can, and I'm trying to take the right hip away from the right shoulder, trying to get a stretch all through the side here. And I'm going to use the same technique that I talked about earlier, where I'll kind of tension it. I'm working against the band, and then I'll let the band win, let the band pull me so that those muscles can stretch out more. So I'm winning, and then the band is winning. Okay, from the front view, you can see the band is winning, then I'm pulling, and it's winning. And you can play around with angles here. For this, you can be a little bit more side bending the way you see me do now. You could be a little more like this. Just play around. You're just getting used to having the arm next to the head. When you're doing this, you should feel stretch all along here. You never want to push so hard into an angle that you feel like you're jamming this up. So if you're going into this stretch and you feel like, ooh, like I can't go any further than here, that's fine. You can just work on that there. And if you feel like the relationship between your arm and your head cannot be this close and it has to be further out, that's fine. Just make sure that the sensation when you're doing the stretch sticks to the outside, and over time you're going to find you can get this closer in. All right, so the next exercise is actually going to help us stretch out the back here. So you can stay locked in with the band, and now we're pulling the arm across the body. And leg position, again, is going to matter. You can play with this, but I would start off with the same side leg in front. So I'm going to be turning, twisting my body into this to try to get a stretch through the ribs, through the lats, everything. So you get to play around with your body position here. Again, looking for where things feel restricted on this back side. You might feel it in the rhomboids, the mid-traps. You might feel it in the rear delts. Again, using that technique, the contractions, pulling against the band, and then letting the band win, letting it pull you into it. This one, you should really be exploratory, because the angles will reveal a lot of interesting stuff all across your back. So don't just stick to like here. Don't just stick to here. Move around. Be creative. And on this one, make sure that the sensation is all back there. It can be really easy to start pinching and jamming up front, and do not do that. If there's pinching and jamming up front, reduce the tension, reduce the amount of weight you're putting into it. So the easiest, lightest level of load would be like this, right? I'm standing, I have this pulled across my body, and I can just feel it right here. If I step further away, or I lean into it, or I start going lower, then the weight becomes a lot more noticeable. Then I'm really starting to stretch things. As I'm adding extra twist of my spine, that's really starting to get more challenging. And if these muscles are not coordinating properly, it can lead to pinching and jamming here. So take your time, don't rush to get really aggressive with it. Make sure you're feeling stuff along the backs of the back of your shoulder and along your back. And for the final shoulder stretch, we're going to be looking to improve your ability to get shoulder flexion without pain. And we're also going to do that with a bent elbow and a straight elbow. So we get to really uncover some restrictions. So you're going to have the band. Your arm is going to be coming up alongside your head as best you can. You're dropping your body down towards the floor. Your lower back shouldn't heavily arch here unless you are specifically practicing that, maybe for a dance move or acrobatics or something in your sport. But when you're first starting, try to keep that at least in neutral or even round it a little bit while you're doing this so that you can focus the stretch all along the bottom side of your arm and along your ribs and along the side / back of your ribs. So you're kind of leaning forward here, letting that stretch open. Your whole armpit should start opening up. When you bend the elbow, you're going to feel a lot more challenge to the triceps, and you might feel it change the stretch going down through the torso. Again, you should not feel this in a pinchy way on the closing angle of the shoulder. It should stay in the opening angle here. Some variations you can work with include this. So you can really start stepping forward and letting that band really pull your arm back, pull your side open. You can think about putting force, pressure out through the side of your ribs to really accentuate this stretch. And you should feel that opening things up. From the back view, you can see my arm getting pulled behind me, and I can side bend to get a little more of a stretch. With the foot, when you first start, I would recommend having the same side foot in front, and then over time you can experiment, like I just showed you, with more open positions where the low back you'll have to be more mindful of. So here, like this, get a nice huge stretch and let that pull and open up that range of motion for the shoulder. So all of these together really help free things up, help blood flow back into the hands, help all the muscles from fingers to elbow to shoulder feel really, really good. If for some reason you don't have access to a high anchor point, you can use a low anchor point and just be in a kneeling position or on all fours depending on the stretch. So in the first stretch, you can pretty much get everything feeling about the same as when you are doing this standing. You can change your foot position to get different leverages. You can lean to different sides. That's all good. For the second exercise, which mimics hanging, being on hands and knees is probably your best bet. Just want to play around with foot position again. You can mess around with angles by just twisting your torso. What's nice here is you have a very stable base with your legs. If you are doing the same thing with them, you can play around with twists and different levels of pressure by just adjusting your lower body position. But you've always got three very nice stable points of support, so this could be a really nice way to get some of these stretches going. For the third one, where we're doing the cross body, same thing. You have a lot of stability here. You can just allow the band to win, do all these fun positions and really explore. And for the final one, you'll be facing away, and again, make sure you got a stable base so that you can focus the stretch into the right muscles. Not a big problem to be at a low anchor point, just means you're going to need to have a little bit more hip mobility and just feel very stable down here and comfortable on your knees. So make sure you got some padding and play around with the amount of tension to make sure you never feel like you're out of control and going to get pulled over. But overall, it's not a problem, and it can be a really great way to explore different positions and angles for your shoulders and chest. I hope this video helped you, and if you would like a follow-along version of these stretches, then be sure to join me on Patreon at patreon.com/uprighthealth, or go to my website and get the shoulder fix at uprighthealth.com/shoulders. It is a comprehensive program to help you rebuild your shoulders at home. So be sure to check it out. I hope this video helped you. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe, and it helps me help you so you don't miss out on any future videos. And if you know somebody with really stiff, tight shoulders, then be sure to share this video with them. And as always, I hope you remember that pain sucks, life shouldn't.